Hi everyone, I'm Arving Gonzalez. Thank you for listening, watching this video. In this episode of the LIDOM report, we're gonna talk about the LIDOM opening day. There were three games in that was huge for the DR because it's like the national pastime, and all the three stadiums were stacked up. Bunch of fanatics in every stadium. They play in Stadio Quisqueya in Santo Domingo, Leones del Escogido and Tigres del Licey. Also at La Romana in the east of the country, Toros hosted Estrellas, and then in San Francisco de Macorís in the north region or Cibao, which is the other way to call it, Gigantes played against Águilas. And let's begin with the game between Escogido and Licey, where Elly De La Cruz, the MLB Player of the Year for the Cincinnati Reds, put on a show. He went 5 for 4. He hit two singles, a double, a triple. Also got two base on balls, so he reached base safely 6 times in 7 plate appearance. That game went into the 14th inning and a 8 run rally in that episode for Licey was the difference, and they won the game 10-2. And as you can see, if you're watching the video in the box score, and let me put it a little bit bigger. You're gonna see the kind of debut that Elly De La Cruz had. As I was telling you, 4 hits in 5 at-bats, one double, one triple, 4 RBIs, one run score, two base on balls, and also stole two bases. Tristan Casas, uh, he got a single in 5 at-bats, also two walks, and he had a run scored also. Basically, those two are the big names in terms of prospect in Licey in the hitting side, alongside also Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets, who got a hit in 7 at-bats and an RBI. But in the pitching side, Nate Pearson threw a scoreless inning, and hopefully we can see him opening some games during the season. He was the former first pick for the Blue Jays in the 2017 MLB draft. And for Escogido, Ivan Nova, former major leaguer, pitched 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Another names that you might remember: Jimmy Paredes from Escogido got 2 hits in 6 at-bats. Also, Cesar Puello was playing there, and Starling Castro, who went 0 for 7. In other game, in another game, uh, Toros were playing Estrellas in Toros Stadium, Francisco Micheli Stadium at La Romana, and Toros began the season with a win. They won 5-3 to Estrellas in a game that began 5-2. Sorry, 5-2. In a game that began with Junior Lake hitting a solo homer in the first inning against Mike Fiers. But also the Toros made the comeback, and they put a couple of runs in in the bottom of the sixth before they tied in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the main guy for Toros was Brewers Brian Navarreto, the catcher, the Puerto Rican catcher. He hit a two-run homer in the bottom of the sixth. He also got two more hits. He finishes going 3 for 4 with a homer, two RBI, one run scored. And also he caught Junior Lake trying to steal the second base the last in the last third of the game. So that was huge for Estrellas. Marco Luciano got a single and an RBI in his LIDOM debut for the Giants top prospect. Also, some other names that went there were there is uh, White Sox Wilfred Veras, also Blue Jays Rainer Nunez, Domingo Leiva, who was playing with the Padres this season, and also with the D-backs. And for Toros, you're gonna see a bunch of former major leaguers: Mallet Smith, Danny Santana, also Jabaico Navarro, Marco Hernandez. You remember him with the Red Sox, Christian Adames, who was with the Rockies, and the starting pitcher for Toros was Mike Fiers, who threw 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. He didn't issue walks and didn't strike out anyone. Also in that game, Jeremy Mejia was pitching coming from the bullpen. He allowed 3 hits and 1 run. He was the one who allowed the hit from Marco Luciano. He didn't record an out. And later, Tim Pearson retired the side on the ninth inning to get the save. And that was the first win of Toros for this opening season. Estrellas won the particular series last season, so that's a nice beginning for them. Another game, and the last of them, was playing in San Francisco in Estadio Julián Javier, where Águilas defeated Gigantes 3-1. Really good game for Yuneski Maya. They call it the Warrior, the Cuban pitcher in the Dominican Republic, because he goes deep in the game. He goes deep, and that's something that is not usual in Lidon, going 5, 6 innings. So for him is another day at the office. 5 innings, scoreless innings, 2 hits, 1 base on ball, 3 strikeout. He got a non-decision because Gigantes scored a run on the bottom of the sixth against reliever Dario Alvarez, former Mets reliever Dario Alvarez, and that run was RBI single by Carlos Peguero and brought home Tito Polo. And also for Águilas, it was Melky Cabrera who opened the score in the top of the first inning with an RBI single. He finished going 2 for 4 with 1 RBI, 1 run score. And also Orlando Caliste got a couple of hits in 4 at-bats, but the biggest hit came from Andretti Cordero, which hit a 2-run double top of the 7 against reliever Emilio Vargas. That was enough for Águilas to win 3-1. Former Pirates and Braves reliever Richard Rodriguez got the save. He's gonna be the closer for Águilas until Neftali Feliz can make his debut with the team. Today, Sunday the 16th, the games are gonna be basically the same matches, but in the opposite stadium. Like now, Gigantes are gonna play Águilas, but in Aguilas Stadium in Santiago. Then Toros are gonna make the 1 hour trip to uh, San Pedro de Macorís to play Estrellas. And finally, Escogido and Licey share the stadium, Estadio Quisqueya, the main baseball venue in the country, which is located in Santo Domingo. And all they're gonna do is just swap. Yesterday was Escogido the home club. Today is gonna be Licey. Also, there was a change in one of the rotations. It was Toros who make a little change. So for Toros today is gonna be Julio Teran, former Brave, who's gonna start the game for Toros instead of Ronald Bolaños, who's gonna make it tomorrow Monday against Licey at La Romana. So that's something. Uh, that was the only change in all of the rotations. I already shared the starting rotations in my Twitter account at Arving Gonzalez in case you wanna check all the pictures from the different teams in this first 5 game stretch. The Thursday is gonna be the first of the day off for LIDOM, so that's something that you can check into. But let me also share that with you, like the guys who are to be opening for different teams. I already told you about Toros, who's gonna start Julio Teran versus Estrellas, and Philip Valdez, another former major leaguer, is gonna start for Estrellas. And in the game, which is gonna be played on Santiago between the two Cibao or North region teams, it's gonna be Pedro Fernandez for Águilas, and Gigantes are going to start. Let me just 1 second. Oh no, Pedro Fernandez is from Gigantes. Sorry about that. And also David Holmberg is going to be the starting pitcher for Águilas. And finally, in the Capitals game in Santo Domingo, it's going to be Cesar Valdez, who was the most valuable player last season and also won the Cy Young Award. He's going to be facing Humberto Mejia. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, and also I know it was a huge day for baseball with those 4 games in MLB. And have a nice rest of your Sunday. And we are gonna be talking another episode.